Welcome viewers to my experiences so far in Singapore. So the very first thing that I noticed stepping out into this country from the airplane is that it is very hot, extremely hot and humid, and I don't do very well in the heat, so that was definitely a challenge that I had to overcome. What I was expecting when I first got to Singapore was lots and lots of buildings and very minimal nature, but that wasn't the case at all. There's actually so much nature incorporated in between all of the buildings and even on the buildings. Even though there is still trees and plants everywhere around Singapore, there are still minimal forest areas and things like that. Because of this, organisations such as the Ministry of Education have had to resort to creating their own outdoor experiences. So they've taken a natural experience such as caving and they've replicated it and made their own man-made way of doing it. Because they are limited in natural areas to utilise, they have created these man-made areas to give the students the same experience as doing it in a natural place. So they're not limiting the amount of activities that outdoor education students can participate in, because they are making their own versions and still being able to create learning opportunities and being able to achieve the set outcomes such as teamwork, communication and things like that. Because nature is limited, they have tried to incorporate it into everything and all of the man-made structures, and even some structures are trees, which I found really cool, just like the super trees down at Gardens by the Bay. Another thing I have noticed is that Singaporeans view nature in a completely different light to us. Us as outdooretters from Australia, we see a grassy area and a tree and we immediately walk over and sit down under the tree and have a rest, whereas Singaporeans will stick to designated paths and tracks and have a rest on a park bench or something. They are rarely seen sitting on grass enjoying the nature, which I found very different to Australia. But I guess this perception has come about because all of the experiences that Singaporeans have had in nature have been in such structured and maintained areas, such as the botanical gardens. There are set footpaths and areas that you're allowed to go into. There's fenced off areas that you're not allowed to enter. There was also a lot of maintenance being done, trees that were getting cut down and they were kind of pruning the area and making it look very neat and tidy. But in general, my experiences here have been quite positive, apart from the heat every day. That's been quite difficult to adjust to. But I've learned so many things and it's really opened my eyes to the way outdoor education is done in other countries, especially Singapore, as it has minimal free nature, I will say. So yeah, it's been really good to see that it can still be done even though you can be limited. Thanks for watching. Bye.